I have to ask you about your friend Leopoldo in Venezuela. Your connection there. Have you spoken to him since everything has gone down?
I have not.
Could you make sense of any of it?
Leopoldo then spent 3 years in prison, much of it in solitary confinement, where he was tortured. His family was persecuted into exile.
Oh, no, I get it. If you're a good friend, you just don't reach out to him when everything he's fought for, the entire reason for his existence, is coming to fruition. Just to show you how out of touch. If you thought maybe Hollywood was going to course correct, no. Oh. Now, I don't know if we're allowed to laugh at him, because he may actually be retarded. Here is Ethan Hawke's take on Venezuela for the most self-important, cliche answer you could possibly write.
So I have to ask you about your friend Leopoldo in Venezuela. Your connection there. Have you spoken to him since everything has gone down?
I have not. I mean, but it's just yesterday that I heard about it. I'm a little in shock about that. You know, I was already upset about the Kennedy Center honor, and now we're bombing him.
It's very important.
Could you make sense of any of it?
The world?
I can make sense out of it in that, you know, I've done enough Shakespeare plays to know that power corrupts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, centuries old fiction.
He's talking about Maduro,
exactly.
right?
But, you know, it's a common theme of mankind is that, you know,
The
nothing
human
that's
condition.
happening to us as Americans or civilians isn't anything that hasn't happened to humanity. I mean, we're surrounded, history's littered with despots and selfish people and greedy people, and they make the rules for the kind people. And
he's talking about Maduro, right? He's got it, right, Gerald?
It's got to be Venezuela.
I keep wanting to say what a strange time we're living in, but then the great thing about being an actor is you get to do all these period movies and things. You realize that
about strange time.
Every time period is strange. You know,
people say about menstruation.
My mother calls it the battle between the mysterious force for good and the mysterious force for darkness.
Yeah, your mother didn't coin that.
It's at some interplay.
It's also
always
about
happening.
it's good and evil or light and darkness.
And that's why I believe in movies. I believe in a collective consciousness.
What?
That
I have a film today.
It's kind of like at Thanksgiving. You can sit down and have a bunch of really stupid conversations.
See the male
you can sit down and have
Kamala?
some really productive, healthy conversations. And it's up to the artistic community to kind of be like conversation starters.
Oh, Lord, help me.
Are we guiding the conversation in a way that's healthy and pushing us forward to be our best self?
What conversation did you guide with Black Phone 2?
So, God knows many family Thanksgivings have gone sour, and some have gone well. So,
Yeah. Hey, then ask him about Thanksgiving, and he'll go on a diatribe about Native Americans and how his mother coined the term colonialism.
My mother used to say colonialism.
I've done enough Shakespearean plays to be useless as a human. Yeah.
Artists.
So you memorize someone else's words.
Exactly.
That makes you smart.
Yeah. He's. By the way, he said that he was close friends. He's like, no, I didn't know. I haven't talked to him. But you said you were close friends with that. What his name was?
Leopoldo.
Leopoldo López, who was an opposition leader, a Caracas mayor. Like here he is saying that.
One of the bravest political opponents to Venezuela's dictator is a man named Leopoldo López. He's an old friend of mine. We actually went to high school together. But since those days, he has become a strong and effective opposition leader in Venezuela, which is why the Maduro regime incarcerated him on trumped-up charges in retaliation for him leading nationwide civil protests. Leopoldo then spent 3 years in prison, much of it in solitary confinement, where he was tortured. His family was persecuted into exile.
Oh, no, I get it. If you're a good friend, you just don't reach out to him when everything he's fought for, the entire reason for his existence, is coming to fruition. You'll see this as a very common through line. Like, you will actually see protesters later on in the show saying, "Free Maduro! Viva Maduro!" It's just, if Trump says it, they're against it. And you'll see that these same people now who are against it obviously recognize that Maduro was a horrible communist dictator who violated international law. They have no moral framework. And I will say this, to his credit, finally, when he was asked by another reporter as to his stance, Ethan Hawke he came clean.
I am a useless man.
See, self-awareness.
Yeah, you gotta have self-awareness.
Yeah.
Wait, you just described your friend being put in solitary confinement for 3 years and beaten, and you're not celebrating the regime crumbling that did that to him?
These people bitch about greed
Yeah.
while they are on a red carpet being served food that is needlessly expensive, needlessly energy wasteful, and sell you fragrances, which are a necessity in no case. There's no real world scenario where you can make the case that you need perfume, cologne, a lot of these cosmetic products. It is that people need oil. People need energy. People need a military. People need homes. People don't need the frivolities that Hollywood makes their bucks selling. It is the perfect example of greed. The only reason for it is money. And they do it when they don't even need more money. So they're not going to get any better. And Netflix is getting worse, by the way. Not only Stranger Things, which we talked about. There was some other show where there's like some big fat black detective, fat black lesbian lady. Some guy dies in the West Wing, and she literally at one point goes like, "Oh, I can't tell the rest of you apart because you're all white dudes." It's like, yeah, if there's a murder on the loose, everyone's going to say, "Do we have a fat black duck who can help us?"
Yes, and not access security camera footage. It's the White House.
Yeah.
By the way, I think the school that he was talking about, because the question came up, what high school was it? I think it's the.
Yeah, I said that.
I think it's the Hun School of Princeton. Yep. Total cost up to $80,000 a year.
Was the principal Attila?
More choice of names, but I don't think Ethan Hawke has suffered much for money in his life.
I guess Ethan Hawke is not too hawkish.
I like a guy like dodging a question by like referencing his movie career and how movies are what changes the world and stuff. Yeah. All the while, Venezuela doesn't even have that industry.
No, not at all.
They don't even have the idea of making their own movies.
They don't want art. They've banned Guar. So
they only like to listen to beaks.
Exactly. It's really weird.
It's very loud. It ruins your headphones.
Only peaks, no valleys. Those peaks. All about the bass.
Only crescendo.
No trouble. Oh, you're still here, which is a miracle in the age of Instagram and shorts. I think you have some shorts up there. You have an attention span that is longer than that of a fruit gnat. So thank you. I'm glad you probably would like it a lot more if you actually head over and subscribe on Rumble. I'm live there 5 days a week, 11 a.m. Eastern, where free speech is still alive. Go to Rumble. Get off the social media ghetto that is YouTube, with a lot of homosexual activity here on YouTube. There may be some on Rumble, but I haven't seen it.